Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot. It's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
Get into the game with Garden Swartz Team Sales. They have everything you need, from screen printing, embroidery, and digital printing services, high school letterman jackets, and all high school and club uniforms, and individual and team apparel with the most reliable brands like Speedline, Rawlins, and Wilson. And don't forget to check out the latest F7 Shut helmet. It's all at Garden Swartz Team Sales. Give them a call, 505-884-1234. Garden Swartz Team Sales.
Hey, welcome to the Steve Davis Show. We have Justin Woody, the head basketball coach, men's basketball coach at Highland High School. And congratulations! I mean, on a great year so far.
Thank you.
Not last night, but thanks for coming in for a tough loss last night against a tough Cleveland team. But remarkable job that you've done for Highland over the last 3 years.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thanks for having me on this morning. 2-hour delay makes it a little bit easier to get out of bed this morning, but I thought we played well last night. It was a good game for 3.5 quarters, and then they kind of wore us down a little bit and made some bad decisions in the fourth quarter. But, I'm proud of my boys. We've got a good team. We've got a huge game tonight with Academy and Thursday with Valley. So it's no time to sulk or feel sorry for yourself about last night.
Well, last night was 5A versus 4A.
Right.
I mean, the top team in 5A, top team in 4A, and I got to do the game with Adam Dill, and everything you just said was my concerns watching the game. Is like but sometimes that's you speed up and the players think that they can play, and then you get wore down. But,
right.
You got to really contribute and be proud of your players, because they were down 11-2, 9-0, and you call a timeout, and then at the quarter I think it was tied up 15-15 or so, something like that.
Yeah, they got off to a good start. We were a little bit, took a couple bad shots. I think first 3 possessions we had 1 pass and shoot, and and then we just settled in, and I thought, Cleveland's obviously very athletic, very well coached, a really good team. They play a high-tempo kind of game, and that's when we're at our best, is we're playing up and down, and that's when our kids are able to, shoot and really get up and down. That's when we're at our best. So I thought we'd be able to hang in there for a while, and then, eventually they just they made a lot of plays in the fourth quarter. We took some bad shots, but I was proud of our kids' effort.
Well, no, the effort was there, and like I said, getting down that quick. But I think what again, it's a third party looking. There's probably you guys do the coaching, but it just seemed like that Cleveland was, and I watched them warm up. They came in, they were focused. They wanted, and the speed. The word speed kills, and it was like your
Right.
guys were kind of like caught up until you called that timeout to say, hey, relax. Hey guys, these guys, we got to get back in transition. Then you didn't give any. Cleveland is so good in transition,
Right.
and that's what happened early.
Yeah.
They were getting, they were attacking the rim and doing everything, and then called it timeout and relaxed them and said, hey, let's just get back. And then you made them get into a half-court game, and that's when y'all started looking pretty good.
Yeah, thank you. They crash. Cleveland does a great job crashing the offensive glass. Watson and Moreno, and they've got a bunch of good players. And yeah, they kind of caught us, napping there a little bit the first few minutes. But
Well,
then
I just think that they were just kind of in awe of,
Yeah.
of this, you know, the size and the speed.
Right.
Not that you guys have played, but it was like you could just almost see in their eye. And then all of a
Right.
sudden, Wynn makes a little jump shot, makes a little layup or whatever, and all of a sudden they're going, "Hey, we can play with these guys." And,
Right.
and then next thing you know, it's this, you know, it's a 2-point game at halftime. So it was fun to do, and then in the third quarter it was just a 5-point game. So.
Yeah, it was close. You know, second and third quarter, we did a good job. Kind of went back and forth. It came down to we couldn't get stops there. You know, couldn't get stops in the fourth quarter, and critical situations gave up some offensive rebounds when we had them stopped, and then they got a second or third chance. You know, all things that we have to continue to work on, get better at. We'll be in those kind of you know, those situations a lot over the next 2 weeks, and the district tournament and the state tournament. So we just got to continue getting better, keep working at those things. That's what, you know, I love about this group. These boys, they're really hard workers, very coachable, and you know, so they'll, you know, they try to execute exactly what the game plan is and exactly what you tell them to do. So.
You know, I got to talk about, you know, it's the first time I've been to Highland. You know,
Yeah.
you know, you can chew me out. That's fine too. Okay, but what a venue you have, man. You know, it's like a palace. You walk in and it's all clean. It's the, you know, restrooms are great. The you know, just you feel like, you know, you feel like it's something special.
Yeah, I'm very proud to be there, to be the coach at Highland. You know, alumni and people come back, and the thing that's really cool about it is it's still Highland. It's still the old Highland gym, but they've just given it a total makeover. Like you talked about the, you know, the entrance there, and the restrooms and the locker areas.
The
and
video boards on each end of the
Yeah.
court.
It just
you
makes
know,
for a great atmosphere, you know, and it's really, really fun. We were actually we were undefeated at home until last night, so that was our first loss at home. We play pretty well there.
Well, I hope you let ProView come back.
Yeah,
All right,
you're
I mean,
welcome anytime.
we're 0-1. Okay, no, actually, we've been there before, and y'all won. I mean,
Yeah.
Adam and I have been there, and so it's funny how the coaches give us a hard time if
Right.
we either good luck or bad luck.
Right,
So,
right. Oh, you're welcome anytime. It's always fun to have you guys there, and good exposure for the program, so I appreciate it.
No, it was such a. I think, you know, what I noticed was you're getting the alumni back.
Right.
You know, and you got Ed Nunez. That, you know, you were on his show last week on the sports desk, and
Right.
you know he brought some friends, and it's neat. You got Barnhill up there, you know,
Yeah.
doing, you know, it was just great that everybody was contributing, and it's a basketball atmosphere again.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun that you know, we're doing good things, and our kids are performing well in the classroom, on the court, and so people wanna come back and see what's going on. I had a alumni come up to me before the start of the game and introduce himself, and just wanted to see the team and say that I was doing a good job, and so that feels good, you know.
Well, we're going to go to the Dream Style Top 10 Plays of the Week, and then come back and talk more about Highland basketball.
Played over to Madrid, plays it across the box off the dasher. It's settled, shot on by Garcia, trickles in, goal.
Chavez blocked at the rim. And here's Dorian Lewis to Watson.
Shot on and just wide, big deflection, goal.
With his first field goal. Look at that. That's gorgeous.
Not a game you can go have 25 turnovers in and win.
Kid that out of here. Watson says, here comes Hodnett all the way. He's blocked in return. Dickey, did he get it off? He did, and he hit it. They're really... Oliveris. Wild three, and it hit.
Another steal nearly by Hiron. It is a steal. Avalos ahead to Hiron. The two-hand hammer by Hiron. I knew he was going to put that one down.
ProView Networks tonight.
District matchup there.
Davidson took it away in transition. Might be time for a jam. Yes.
Oh! Nick Barton, watch him, coach. Watch the inbounder.
Duma Sanchez in the corner.
Back to Barton with 2.4 seconds left. Fires for the win.
And he got it!
It's good.
Oh my God!
On the last second shot.
He did!
By
Oh
Malik
my
Barton.
God!
Bakes it in from 25 feet and watch the celebration right in front of us. What a shot by Barton. He was double teamed and somehow found a way to get it in. Ramos to Gaxiola, high window for the win. It's good. It counts. Gaxiola with the game winner for a Driscoll Heritage.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Hey, welcome back to Steve Davis Show. We got Justin Woody here, the Highland High School basketball coach, and what a great job. I'm just saying you're doing with the program, but you're not. It's just not about basketball. I think you're teaching them discipline, and they're not entitled. They have to go do the right things to be in your program.
It makes it fun to coach guys like that, and these boys, they work hard. But they're very appreciative of everything that they have and everything that the coaching staff and everybody does for them. So they've got a lot of support, and it's just fun to kind of be the leader of that support network for them. So.
What a great atmosphere. I mean, you turn the lights off and got a little video of the players. They get the deal. They get to come out so that, the players, I mean, I just know that they gravitate that. And you already made you won at home. I mean, you won all your games. And you get to finish your season. The next 3 out of the 4 games are at home.
Yeah, we've got 4 district games left, and 3 out of the 4 of them are at home. And like I talked about last week with Ed, if we can somehow win our home games and steal 1 or 2 on the road, you might set yourself up to be in pretty decent shape.
Let's kind of go through that, okay? Tonight, Albuquerque Academy. I mean, they're a team that's dangerous. I said that in the Academy tournament.
Right.
We did the Academy tournament. I watched them, and what an unbelievable job he has done.
Yeah, Jake has done a fantastic job. I mean, he did a great job at Valencia. I knew when he went to the academy that he was gonna do a great job there. They're coming off wins after we beat them in district. They turned around and beat Hope.
Well,
their next game.
It was really an eye opener the way you beat them, and then Hope, a team that everybody knows who Hope is in the basketball world,
right.
and Coach Murphy. But it's just amazing how all of a sudden they had the eye. They got my eye in the state in that tournament, and I told everybody I was talking to, I says, we got to watch out for this team.
Right. Yeah. I mean, not many people are talking about they beat Las Lunas on Saturday, so that's a huge win for them. Las Lunas will be a district champ in their district, and a top top 5 team, so that's a big win for the academy. They're playing really well right now. We've got to be on our A game tonight.
Well, and I think you already said it. I mean, last night was, hey, just got to. It's kind of like a shooter mentality. If you're a shooter, you got to just forget. You just keep shooting. So you got to get up and preparation is basically, just get out and go defend and execute.
I thought that was why we were able
energy.
To, we got to have energy, effort. Those are two of the things that we talk about all the time with our players. We can't control whether we're making shots, but we can control if our attitude's good and if we're playing hard, which we typically always do that. I thought the first time we played Academy, our defense was as good as it'd been all year. We were really focused, and then we moved the ball well, got open shots, got some open threes, got some looks for our big guy in the paint and stuff. And when we get the ball inside, it really opens up the perimeter for us.
Right now you're 3-3. Big game tonight. Besides your game,
right.
Non-district game, big game for the first place. But if you can truly you can almost control your destiny if things work the right way. If things happen out.
Yeah, we're 2 games back right now, but we still have Valley and Del Norte both at home. So, but we have to take it one game, one quarter at a time. All that is meaningless if we don't, come out focused and ready for Academy tonight.
Well, my point is this district is so. Tonight, somebody's going to have another loss. So basically, if you win, okay. I mean, same thing with Academy, vice versa. I mean, this whole thing is. What is neat is everybody's, and it can actually end up being a district champion just in the next 2 weeks.
Everything changes from game to game, from week to week. It's definitely a lot of fun, and it makes you. It keeps the boys motivated to keep working hard in practice and locking into the game plan and scouting reports. So it's all 5 of us could still win the district. So.
No, I'm looking at this, and you got Hope tied 3-3, and you got a big game for Academy. Because at 2-4, that changes their perspective. Then they can be 3-4, and they want to finish high, and the selection of the seeding's coming up. I mean, it's so intriguing. It's so much fun this time of year. Maybe not from a coach's standpoint, but from a basketball guy that enjoys 4A and all the classes, and to see what's going to happen, because you're dealing with young men and you just never know what's going to happen.
Right. A lot of sleepless nights, but it keeps you on your toes, and it keeps you studying and figuring out how to put the boys in the situation to be the most successful. But no, everybody's kind of jockeying for position. You want to do as well as you can in district so you can get that state tournament bid, that where you're going to be in the seeding.
Or go back a couple weeks. How did it feel to go to Valley and playing at Valley? I mean,
they always have a tremendous home court advantage. They always have a bunch of fans there, so it's always fun to go play. Coach Coleman and his team always plays. They're so disciplined and tough, and they shoot the ball well, play well inside. So it's you can always test yourself where you're at as a program and as a team. They've gotten us pretty good 5 times in a row now. So
well, I wouldn't say that they got you good. I mean, if you go back a
Feels
year,
like that,
well, a year ago it was like basically a layup, if I remember right. I mean,
state tournament.
Yeah. So it's not like you're knocking on the door. So I know that the Coach Coleman doesn't take Highland very lightly.
No. And then, it's a bunch, like you talked about, a bunch of good teams, and we just have to, you have to have a good game plan ready. The boys have to be focused, and they have to play well. At the end of the day, they make us look really smart when they make some shots, and you don't look too smart when they're not making their shots. But we'll put them in situations to be successful, and then good players have to make big plays to put ourselves in situations to win.
Here's the standings up there on the wall. You got Valley 5-1, Del Norte 5-1, which they play tonight. So
Right.
somebody's going to be 5-2. Basically, you're 3-3. Hope's 3-3. Albuquerque Academy's 2-4. Bernalillo and 0-6. And in the next segment, we're going to talk a little bit about Bernalillo. But we're going to come back and talk more about the district.
Okay.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network. The New Mexico High School Coaches Association, established in 1941, is an organization of New Mexico's best and most professional interscholastic coaches. Coaches across work daily to help our student athletes excel in the classroom, on the field of play, and in our communities. Students that participate in interscholastic activities attain higher grades, higher graduation rates, and higher wages. Responsible for the North-South All-Star Games, statewide Coaches Award Program, and providing multiple professional development opportunities for New Mexico's coaches. Be a great coach by coaching beyond the game.
Calling all football players, are you looking to develop your skills this season? It's never too late or too early to put in the work. Coach Carl Barrere and the Air Barrere program at 8 Grady's Performance Center provide comprehensive position training for aspiring football players at all levels. Whether you're looking to increase your speed, gain strength, or hone your skill, we train all positions with a team of experienced coaches who know what it takes to succeed at all levels from Yaffle to college. Check us out at 8gradys.com to learn more and sign up for training today.
Car Crafters, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
Are you sure we're supposed to be doing this?
Don't worry, I've watched him do it 1,000 times. Come on, what's the worst that can happen?
No! Bad dog!
Hi, welcome to Car Crafters. What happened? Don't worry, we'll make it like it never happened.
Car Crafters! It's like it never happened!
Hey, welcome back to Steve Davis Show. We got Justin Woody here, and what a district. When that district was formed, I was thinking, wow, this is almost right there with, it's the top districts, 5A, 4A, the teams that played in the top divisions and the top, and you look at this one, and it's just from a basketball fan, it couldn't be any better. I mean, hey, from maybe not coaching in it, but I'm just saying, but just from the what it brings to the community.
Well, it's just fun, and we're all Albuquerque teams for the most part, other than Bernalillo, so it's close. There's not a lot of travel for us, which is nice for the kids. We don't need to miss school or anything, and everybody's kind of in our area, so it's been a really fun district. I'm gonna miss. We're not gonna be in that district next year, which I'm kind of sad about. Those were some great games. I'm gonna miss playing Valley and Del Norte, Hope, Academy. So I hope we can continue to play them and in our pre-district schedule, But yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
Well, going back to we haven't really talked about Del Norte. Del Norte playing Academy, and they got a great guard, Barton, and great coach, McIntosh. And it just seems like McIntosh is one of those coaches that seems to get them playing right at the right time. And everybody cut last year. He always seems to end up in the Final Four. Hadn't really pushed the button to go all the way yet.
Yeah, Coach McIntosh does a great job. They've been to the Final Four 2 of his 3 years there. And they just play hard. Yeah, they play really hard. They play great defense, and they execute exactly what he needs them to execute. Barton's a phenomenal player, and then Sanchez, the freshman, is a heck of a player. He's going to be really, really good the next 3 years. So they've got some really good players and a great coach. So it's not surprising that they're playing so well.
You know, you look at, we're going to actually, Adam and I are doing that game tonight. We're doing the Academy Del Norte game, and Del Norte is getting the community base. They're starting to, you're getting the community base.
Right.
You know, Valley's always had that community base, and Academy has had it. Now they're starting to get it back, and it's great to see these games the way they're to see what's going to happen, and you throw Hope in the mix. I mean, Hope is a perennial player that's always, you know, you look at the blue trophies, and I think he's lost count. I think there's 13 up there or so. But
yeah.
And then, how does it feel to play against Coach Murph? I mean, you're one, you know, being a young coach going against his program.
Well, I told him on Friday he's a great coach, but he's even a better person. So it's fun. It's a measuring stick game, because Hope programs, varsity JVC team are always, you can kind of test yourself to see, are we pretty good, or do we have a ways to go, because they do such a good job.
Well, you get to see where your program's at, because like you said, and I think, you know, you look at all the great coaches in the city, it's the system or the program over the 3 or 4 years, and how much time and effort they put in with their C team, JV, and varsity at the same time.
Right. Well, it's just he's developed that winning culture. They, you know, from C team, JV, varsity, they're expected to win. They prepare to win, and they, you know, he does a phenomenal job.
And he hates to lose. I mean, that's one thing about Coach Murphy. You know, you know, and he's similar to you in his personality after a game, but during a game, there's pretty intense, and it's still. But he's so realistic and so fun to talk to after a game, because he'll break down the game to why he lost or why he won, and where his team is at, and what he's got to do to get his team to where they can get back to. I mean, it's sad. He's built his program where it's around blue trophies. So, like, you're probably building your program, is your first step is just to win the district. You know, one, have a winning season, and then
get to the state tournament,
and then get that get the culture going that we can win district every year.
Right. Yeah. I mean, just be a good hard-nosed team that plays defense, that shares the ball, and then try to get to the state tournament every year, I think, is kind of the first step. But be competitive in district, and that way you give your team a chance when the state tournament comes around to have good opportunities. I don't think we've made it to the pit. I want to say 2012 maybe was the last time Highland was in the pit. So you know, it's
been a few years.
It's been a few years. We're going to continue to work hard, and you got to have the ball bounce your way a few times too. So,
well, you know, we talked about all the teams. We haven't talked about Bernalillo. I mean, Bernalillo is 0-6, but they're a team that definitely, there's a home court advantage when you go to Bernalillo.
Yeah, they play
in a positive way. I mean, the fans are very, very educated, and they understand the game of basketball, and you're in a little miniature pit, little bit atmosphere.
Oh, it's a great atmosphere. It's a fun stadium to play at. Coach Darnell, another, you know, really
legend.
good,
just
competitor,
right.
Great competitor, great coach, and they're definitely. I mean, you look at, I think Max Preps, they were number 11 or 12 ranking for. They're not an 0-6 team. You know, they've got big wins on their resume. I think they've beat Taos twice, who's leading their district. They've beat Espanola, so they're capable of winning 3 or 4 games in a row too. So,
well, quickly talk kind of about other teams in your that you're going to be looking forward to be playing, hopefully.
Well, Artesia is always really good. Coach Mondragon does a great job at Artesia. Those guys play hard. Coach Julian at Las Lunas, you know, I'm a little bit biased because Coach Julian's a friend of mine, but they play some of the best defense in the state.
He actually has two friends. Well, he may not know that, but
right.
yeah.
So Las Lunas, Taos, and Espanola are really good. We were fortunate enough to beat Espanola in the Rio Rancho tournament, but they've got a really good team. Gallup is really good, and you know, if they're at the pit, that place is going to be packed and it's going to be loud. And so I don't know if you want to see Gallup in the pit, but it's going to be fun. Everybody that you play these last few weeks is really, really good. So I think for us, we have to focus on doing what we're capable of doing, putting ourselves in situations to be successful rather than worrying about who the opponent is.
Well, Justin, thanks for coming on the Steve Davis Show, and good luck for the rest of the year.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
The world-famous Laguna Burger is beautifully handcrafted. A burger that's created from certified Angus beef, sinfully